what I call is the cognitive attack surface. Uh, Now, despite technology which gives functionality, there is a tremendous problem of social engineering. Now, you can have the best tools and technologies, but if there's a human who can be hacked, then he will be. So, especially in the financial sector, criminals and attackers, they are looking for people who are gullible, who are vulnerable, who are probably not aware of the kind of threats that loom large, and they lure them. They lure them into sharing their pins, sharing their passwords, sharing their OTPs, and in turn, then they do an account hijack and remove money from that. The more technical kind of attacks are against infra. They are against the banking infra. They are against the networks, the core servers, the banking apps. But these are more international in nature. The kind of stealing of OTP or asking people to part with their OTP happens more at a local stage. So there are people who specialize in this. There has been a huge crackdown and with good success. But see, it's not a very easy question because today people can get a SIM card without much authentication. Till we solve this problem, we would not be able to pinpoint as to who is the person behind this call. Once you have very solid KYC norms even in the telecom sector, then we will be able to track these perpetrators and bring them to book. The challenge is manifold. One that I call the problem of weak software. So hacking would happen when you have vulnerabilities in your systems, when you are not patching them, updating them, or you have not done secure coding for your apps. So for your apps and for your websites and for all your systems, you need to implement secure coding. Once you do that, you have a certain modicum of difficulty for the attacker who's more technical. Now, when it comes to people, there has to be awareness as to what kinds of modus or modi are being used by criminals to fool people. And this is not an easy question because then you will have to potentially educate everybody. And the tools, techniques and procedures of the criminals change every day. They adapt. Once they know that what you what you are telling people, how to save themselves, they would not do that again. So now you remember that earlier you used to get SMS about Coca-Cola lottery or that Nigerian 419. Well, that has evolved now today to such an extent where they are doing particular kind of targeting where they know your profession and they are giving you offers with spear phishing which are very, very relevant to your context. So it is very difficult not to fall for such elaborate scams. So awareness is one question which is difficult. Hardening of your infrastructure is one thing. Innovation in cybersecurity should be done. Now after all this fails comes investigation. So you would be happy to know that Maharashtra is the only state which has been able to implement a state-of-the-art cyber lab and a cyber police station even in the most rural of the districts. So we have 45 policing units. Each of these units has a very advanced cyber lab and a cyber police station which have now been operational for almost 2 years. So they have gathered good experience. There's a good body of knowledge now about crimes, about investigation, about data recovery, about evidence preservation, about how to put it in the court of law. Plus, when you start investigating, you also develop a lot of intelligence about how these things are done, where is the hardware purchased, where are the major centers. So today, when a cybercrime takes place, it's not an individual thing. It's not one kid sitting somewhere who's trying to bring down the world. It's very modular. So one person does the recon, the other person develops the exploit, the third person binds it and sends it, the fourth person gets into the system. The money mule network is separate where people are tasked with information or clone cards to withdraw money from various places. So it's a complex ecosystem. Now, where I see there is a lot of collaboration in the criminal ecosystem, the kind of collaboration is difficult to get in law enforcement today. If you want to get information from something which is hosted outside, there are great difficulties. Uh, Also, ironically, the data protection regulations are making investigation slightly more difficult. So, under GDPR, it's very, very difficult to get any data from, let's say, Europe. Uh, Many companies which are not hosting data here in India, Indian customer data, it's very difficult to get that data also. And there are numerous platforms, right from the communication to the telcos to one who's hosting to the registrar services to various kind of intermediaries. There are many points which need to be sort of touched and information be retrieved from them for investigation. So these are slight difficulties.